Hello, welcome back to my sewing room. My name is Robyn and I do sewing and crafting tutorials. But today is Friday Sews, where I share a little bit about life and a little bit about sewing. Let's get started. Well, this week I've been working on my Valentine's Day videos for February, so y'all have some time to sew these before Valentine's Day. I was going through looking at some of my old blankets, and this quilt that I got at a yard sale a long time ago. I just love the fabric of this quilt, but it has several holes in it and stains, so I thought I would cut around those places and use this for my Valentine's heart pillows and for another project I'm going to show you in just a minute. Because while I was making my video for Valentine's with my heart pillows out of this quilt, it's so pretty. There's the back and this is the front. And it was just too pretty to not do something with it, because I just love this fabric. When I first bought this at the yard sale years ago, I just loved it. I think I used it on my daughter's bed and just around the house, and it's seen better days. So I'm going to upcycle this quilt into some amazing things. First, I just made a video, and I will be posting this video this weekend. I made a heart pillow out of this quilt, and I wrote a poem that goes with this that you can give as a gift. So you'll have to check out that video this weekend to see my poem, and I'm going to link my poem so you can use it if you want. And then I made another little heart pillow. In that same video I show you how to make both. This one has a pocket, and I used the edge of the quilt for the pocket edging so you didn't have to hem that. And there's the back of that pillow. So if you want to learn how to make this pillow and the other pillow and get my poem, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss that video coming up this weekend. I hope to get it uploaded on Saturday. We'll see how fast I can get this edited. And while I was making those pillows and looking at this beautiful quilt, I came up with another idea. Let me show you. I have been wanting to make these little fabric ABC letters. Isn't that adorable? So cute and soft and washable. And it's already done for you, because what you would normally have to do is get a backing fabric, a batting, and then a top fabric, and then trace your letters on there, and then sew on the lines, and then cut it with pinking shears. But with a quilt that I need to cut up anyway, because it's got holes and stains on it, I just had to trace them, sew them, and cut them out. And if you want, I got this letter template on a blog post, and I will link it. It's her, let's see, what's her name? All About, by Marie Ripple, All About Reading. And this is a free printable download from her blog. And I will put a link to this in my description box if you want to get these same letters. Look at how awesome they are. And you get all the letters. And the instructions on how to do this. And you would have to just cut these out and then trace them onto your fabric. So that's one way, but then I didn't want to have to sit and cut out all those letters. So I let my Cricut do the cutting, and I just went on my Cricut and uploaded a basic font and just typed in all the capital letters, A to Z. It was able to cut out all the letters on just 3 12 by 12 inch sheets of cardstock. And now I have all my letters already cut out perfectly, and all I have to do now is just trace them onto my quilt, sew it, and cut it out with my pinking shears. So I'm excited to get this made for my grandson and my granddaughter. So of course I'm making hers first. They're pink out of this quilt, and then I got to find some more boyish fabric that he might like. to cut his letters out of. And then if you want, or you could just use this to cut out their name and do a name bunting in their room. And also when I make these letters, I'm going to cut out extra letters, like extra vowels and consonants, so they can spell their name or spell certain words and things, so they can learn to spell also. So a lot of great ideas. I love these. They are adorable. So that's what I'm working on right now. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick little tutorial on how to make these ABC fabric letters. I'm just going to take my pattern and put it down here on my quilt, which makes it so much faster and easier because it's already got the backing, the middle, and the top. But if you didn't have an old quilt that you could use this for, you could just layer a backing fabric, a batting, and a top fabric and do the same thing what I'm going to do right now. And I'm just going to put the bee here, and I'm going to use my friction pin that erases with heat. Okay, after you get that traced, I'm going to do the C. Make sure I have enough room to trim it with the pinking shears. Cut these out. Okay, let's head to the sewing machine. Okay, I'm going to do a straight stitch. I line my needle up in the middle of my foot, even with that little red dot, so I can make sure that little red dot stays on the line that I have drawn here. I'm going to start here with the letter C, and I'm just going to make sure my needle starts right there on that line. And I'll put my presser foot down, make sure it's lining up with this, and I'm going to use needle stop down so that it's easy to pivot around the curves and the corners. So do a fixed stitch and sew all the way around. Needle stop down, and then keep following that line. Do a fixed stitch at the end. Threads. Okay, before we iron away our lines, you want to leave the lines so it's easier to see to cut with your pinking shears. So now we're just going to cut, leaving about like 1/4 of an inch of fabric around the letter. There's the letter C, and now we'll just give that a press, and all those markings are gone. So you just do the same thing with all the letters, and you'll have an adorable alphabet when you're done. And this would be great to use for scraps, because you can you do each letter a different color. That would be fun. Okay, as I was cutting out the B, I wanted to show you guys a little tip, because you can't get your pinking shears inside these little holes like in the letter B and P and R. You could take some little tiny scissors like this and then just go in here and still leave about 1/4 of an inch of fabric, but just maybe a little less than 1/4 of an inch, and just use these to clip out the smaller holes like this. Like that. Okay, there's the B. Now all we gotta do is just iron those lines away. So cute. I can't wait to make the rest. Oh, I wanted to share a couple of tips on sewing these also. I heard some people will put flannel as their backing fabric so that after they make the letters, they can put these on a flannel board. So that's a really great idea. And then I also heard that some people will put the backing fabric down and then put magnets and then put the batting and the top fabric. And that way they can stick these on the refrigerator or anything else that the magnet will stick to. So those are a couple of tips. And if you want to see more of my videos, I'll put a link in my description box that takes you to my channel where I have almost 100 videos you could watch. Or if you want to click on this video right here, that'll take you to some of my videos too. I had so much fun today showing you how to do these fabric alphabet letters. This will make a great gift for my grandkids. How about you? What would you use these for? Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a so blessed day. Bye for now.